Hi and welcome to another video. My name is Marcus, aka Phodex Games, and I'm here to deliver true indie games made with heart and soul. This time I will, for the first time ever, reveal the true story behind my first commercial game, Bladequest. I'm excited, are you? Sure, so let's go! Okay, so I'm pretty sure many of you don't know where everything started. Only my very early followers will know what Bladequest was when it first got released. At first, it was called Bladequest the First Chapter, which implies that there are more chapters to come. However, in retrospective, this was a little bit stupid actually. But let's start at the very beginning. And what I'm going to tell you now, I think not even my earliest and best fans know. I actually was working on a pretty cool game project at the time. I don't want to talk too much about it because maybe I will come back to it and actually finish it. But what I can tell you is that it had some new and innovative mechanics, and that regarding the art style and the combat system, it would have been pretty much like Bladequest is right now. However, the whole scale and goal of the game would have been completely different. So when I was developing this game, which I already had created a cool website for, I thought I first need to get a community. But however, I thought I need to show the people what I'm capable of first, so I can get them excited about the game. But as you know, I'm not a huge fan of convincing you with words, so I thought, hey, it would be a cool idea to create a small game which reflects at least a little part of the game. And in that particular case, it was the combat system and how a dungeon could look like in the game. So the idea was born. To make this a little bit more interesting, I decided to give that little project a unique name, other than the name of my actual project. And as you know, it was Bladequest. But I thought, I need to indicate that it's not a full-fledged game, that it is just a sneak peek and a way for people to experience what they can expect from me. So I had a not intelligent idea to, instead of calling it alpha or something obvious like that, to call it the first chapter. So the full name was Bladequest the First Chapter. However, that became pretty confusing in the end because people assumed this is a game which gets released in chapters. I mean, there were plans for the second chapter, but it would have been just an other, more advanced sneak peek. Okay, so far so good. Ultimately, this all happened because I was too much after creating something unique. I wanted to stand out from the masses, which did not work pretty well, as you can see. Okay, but that all does not explain what happened to Bladequest and why it is on Steam now. You know, if it had been up to me, the game would have never been on Steam, but something, for me personally, pretty amazing happened. You know, back then, I was using a relatively unknown game engine, and the CEO of the engine came up to me and asked me to put the game on Steam as he wanted to create a bundle including his game engine and some games on the platform. You know, his engine is also available on Steam. He even offered me to pay the fee you have to pay when bringing your game on Steam. So really, why would I say no to this? After I chatted a bit with him, He told me that in general, free games don't do pretty well on Steam. I mean, there are exceptions, but it's a marketplace and obviously Steam wants to make money. So your games don't rank that good if they are free, because then they obviously make no money. So that is why I put my game on Steam. Back then, I had two versions of Bladequest the first chapter, which was the normal, free version to test, and the gold version for people who wanted to support the development directly. So I just put the gold version on Steam. However, because this came so unexpected and the game never was meant to be sold on Steam, I decided to come back to the game and deliver more content for it. I mean, I just wanted that the people who bought the game on Steam get something for their money. That was when I implemented the endless mode and renamed the game to simply Bladequest, so it can be considered as a separate little game apart from the one I intended to do. However, I did not continue the production, as while I was working on Bladequest, I realized that for the moment it is just a too huge project for me alone. That's why I designed a whole new game, which is the one I'm working on right now. So in the end, I'm pretty happy with how everything was going. I could make a lot of experience with selling Bladequest. The original version, by the way, stayed free, so in the end I simply delivered much more than I intended to do in the first place. And now I'm even giving away the game to everyone who follows me on my way as game developer by joining my email list. So yes, it's true, you can get the game as a welcome gift by simply visiting my website phodexgames.com and joining my exclusive mailing list. So just the coolest people out there, okay? So that's it for this time. It was quite an interesting topic. I hope you find it all interesting as well. At least now you know why everything happened like it did. So tell me your thoughts about it. Would you have released the game on Steam if you have been offered the same as I have been? How do you feel about it? Just be honest, I will read it. And once again, for all those of you who are new to the channel, just would like to tell you, if we hit the 1000 subscribers mark, I will start a format called Loot Drop, where I give away free games every second week to the community as a little gift for following, for being interested in my stuff. So if you like it, consider subscribing to the channel. If you don't like it, it's also okay. Just search for another channel you like. And as always, have a wonderful day, guys, and stay cool.